Matt Man's back. It's been a while since I did a quarter hunt. This is going to be quarter hunt and fill number 3. So what I have here is 27 Loomis wrap rolls and 23 customer wrap rolls. These mostly come from my son, who accumulates them from the vending machines where he works. So that adds up to be a box. I have my albums, starting with the Washington Quarter Clad 65 to 98, the Statehood Quarters, the Park Quarters, and the American Woman Quarters. So I got hit lists for each, both missing and the upgrades I need. So also, of course, going to be looking for silver and any varieties and airs. And on my spreadsheet here, I have a hit list for the airs and varieties I'm searching for. So I'm going to start cracking open rolls, and I'll be back if I find anything good to show you. So I've completed 15 rolls and got them all cleaned up. No major finds, no silver, no W's. But I did find some nice coins. So in the first roll was this really nice 1968. And the reason why I show that is I'm certain that's going to go into the albums. And it's actually on my upgrade list there. So, like that. This is a DDR. Go ahead and put it on the scope. The doubling is there underneath, right under the back of his glove. And there is also a marker for this. And it is that die crack on the edge of the bust above the 1 there. And I can show you all that on Variety Vista. So there's the close-up view of the doubling, and there's the crack. 2001 Philly VDDR 002. Next up, I found a couple of die chips. This is the one on the hat. It's the beginning of the key one, and there it is. I also have a die crack for the Alaskan bear. This one's on the claw, and you can see there on the biggest digit. Not the key one though. And probably the best one is a 1914 proof. And it's the Utah Arches. And it's got a lot of the luster. You can tell it's been through a little bit of circulation. Alright, on to a bunch more rolls. I have finished with all those hand-wrapped rolls. And I just have one more to show you. It is this 06 Colorado. Put it on the scope here, and it has a nice die crack that goes from the edge through the first mountain and stops at the edge of the second mountain. I can add that to my proof coin and my DDR. I am on the 4th Brinks roll, or 27th overall, and I got a good one. It's a W. W. That's a W. West Point Quarter, War in the Pacific, in decent shape. I don't know how that was hanging out there for the last 4 or 5 years, but I will take it. That's the find of the hunt so far. While I'm here, I have a couple other finds. So the first one is this Canadian commemorative from 1973, and it commemorates the 100th anniversary of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. So there's two varieties of this. If there's 120 beads around the edge, it's worth about 30 cents. If there's 132 beads around the edge, it's worth about 50 bucks. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to count the beads. And just for kicks, there's beads on both sides, and it doesn't tell me which side. So I'll play with that later. I also got a beautiful, just a beautiful 1909 Puerto Rico from Denver. And that's on my missing list. So that one's going in the book, and look at how nice that one is. That's a find right there. Also got a dyed chip in the hat air. Take a quick look at that. Not too bad. Wish it was bigger. Well, there are no more rolls left. The first roll gave me that nice 1968. And going through those last 23 Brinks rolls, I found nothing except one drooling air. Not too shabby. But in the very last roll, right down here, I got another W, two W's in the same group of Brinks rolls. And this one is a Marsh Billings Rockefeller. Got the bulk of the sorting done, and it's time to go through the nice finds. First up is this 2006 Philly, Colorado die crack. This is a 2008 Alaskan die chip on the claw. I think it's called the 6-digit. This is a 2021 Washington crossing the Delaware. It's got the die chip on the hat. Now that's just a precursor to a much bigger chip. This is the best one I have, so I'm going to keep it till I find a better one. This is a Maya Angelou Drooling George. This one's going to go in my foreign coin collection as a type coin. Commemorative Royal Canadian Mounted Police, 1973. Now this one is the more common one. If it had 132 beads around the edge, it would be much, much more valuable. But this is the common one, and you can tell by how the dots line up on the Roman numeral 2. You see there's 3 dots exactly above the Roman numeral. Also got an 07 Canadian quarter. This is the Washington crossing the Delaware VDDR 002. This is a fairly nice proof from 2014. It's the Arches out of Utah and the West Point quarters. This is a War in the Pacific. Nice W in decent shape. And this one is the 2020 Marsh Billings Rockefeller. Again, in good shape. I probably searched 10 boxes altogether. So I searched a bunch of boxes, before I started putting these on YouTube. And I've got 5 in 9 boxes. 2 of them were duplicates. So I got 2 of the Lowell, Massachusetts, and I got 2 of the butterfly. This time I got 2 that I haven't gotten before in one box, so this makes this a very good box for me. So it's going to be on to updating the books, and to start I got that really nice 1968 that I wanted to upgrade anyway, and this beautiful 09 Puerto Rico from Denver. This is the first Eagleback book. It goes from 65 to 87, and I got 3 updates. Of course, that nice 1968, that was a no-brainer right there. The 70 Denver, it's close. I don't like to really swap out close ones because of the wearing on the album, but I don't like that dirt on the motto there. And the last one is this 84 Denver, and it's night and day on that one. I was surprised to see 2 holes, the 74 Denver and the 85 Denver. I just must not have seen one I liked it good enough to put in there, but it will go on the list. This is the second Eagleback book. It only goes from 88 to 98, and I just have 1 upgrade. It's 82p. The other one looks a little pitted. Next comes the statehood, DC, and territorial quarters. I went into this needing 8, and I got 4 of the 8. They are this 03D Missouri. That one goes on the upgrade list, though. This 03 Denver Arkansas. It also goes on the upgrade list. And 2 09s. Still need that 08D Oklahoma. So I got that 09 Philly Puerto Rico. I upgraded that 09D Puerto Rico. And also the 09D U.S. Virgin Islands. And that also goes on the upgrade list. Alright, going to do the National Park next. I'm on the 2010s. First page of the National Parks album. And I got 3 out of the 5 I needed. So I will take that. I got the 2010 Yellowstone, the 2010 Denver Grand Canyon, and the 2010 Philly Mount Hood. For the 2011s, I'm replacing the Denver Vicksburg, and I'm putting my first Chickasaw Denver into the book. And for 2012, I have the Arcadia Philadelphia upgrade, and I have a Denver Arcadia hole filler. I also added to the book this 2013 Philly Fort McHenry and this 2014 Denver Everglades. That one's going on the update list. All right, so that wraps up these state quarter books. Got myself a hit list and upgrade list, and on to the American Women Quarters. So I just populated this American Women Quarters book, and I only wanted to do I just did the first 4 2022s because I only have that many of the Wongs. So I'm happy with these first 4, but for Anime Wong, I just don't have enough. Plenty of the Colemans, but on the 2023s, Variety Vista doesn't have any varieties listed yet. They don't even have a spot for them. So I'm just going to tube these up and maybe do them next time. And I only got one Tall Chief. That's the last of the 23s, but I don't have a single Juanita Idar, which should be right here. So I'll put those away. This wraps up this quarter hunt. All in all, one of my better hunts. I carded 5 coins. That Canadian goes in my world collection as a type coin. 1 DDR, a proof, and 2 W's. You have to be pretty happy with that. So, until the next coin hunt, Matt Man's out. If you're getting any value at all out of this, please subscribe. Hit that like button. Share it with your friends. And hit that notification bell. Thank you very much.